We send 5 authors to the cities. The idea is that they visit the city, that they get to know the city, that they live in the city for 2 weeks, and then that they create an artistic product. Tonight we're in the Workstation in Sheffield for the official launch of Citybooks Sheffield. My name is Willem Boonstek. I work for the Flemish Dutch house, The Neighbors, deBuren, and we started a couple of years ago with a new initiative called Citybooks. And Citybooks is supported by the European Commission, by the Culture Programme, and aims at connecting cities which are interesting, which are important now or in the future, but which are not self-evident. For instance, we visit Sheffield and not London. We visit Ostend and not Antwerp, and we try to seek out interesting cities because the idea we have is that cities in the future will be more important than nations. And here in Sheffield we invited 2 Dutch prose authors, Joost Zwageman and Abdelkader Benali. We invited Rebecca Leenaerts from Brussels, who is more of an audio artist, who works with audio and with soundscapes. And we invited 2 local authors, Helen Mort and Agnes Lahotsky.
This is how a dream betrays itself. The smartened shops and bars unaltered, but their names removed, the signs wiped clean. A night bus passes with no destination lit. I look up at the billboards, each a perfect blank. Even the street name's been erased. I know where I am by scent alone. The way a fox must navigate suburban gardens after dark. A lame dog sniffs his way back home. The city is a song with all its words removed. A tune I recognise but can't repeat.
We watched the tired posture of the landscape from this frame, paralysed in the aisle where nothing really happens. And then we too got tired of staring at the littered streets, the deserted white avenues, dragging their way back to the plastered city hall wrapped in barbed wire against pigeons' dirt, and to the pinnacles of the 2 cathedrals, each engaged in their own solipsistic monologue.
In addition to the literary, we also have a visual element, and we invite 2 visual artists, a photographer and a video artist, to make their own city portrait of Sheffield. And the photographer takes 24 pictures. In this case, that is David Bocking, who portrays everyday life in Sheffield, who shows people at work, but also well, when they're relaxing in the park or when they're doing what people do in Sheffield when they're not working. And we have Dominic Green, who has made 24 City 1 Minutes, and the City 1 Minutes is a special project. We've got 24 films which last for exactly 1 minute, and they correspond with the 24 hours in a day. So you get a city trip in 24 minutes and 24 hours.
I think it turned out at one point I was making a film every 2 days, which is it's pretty knackering, but it is actually a great experience as a filmmaker to have that sort of degree of pressure, actually.
Our partner here in Sheffield is Henriette Lauwersen, who works for Germanic Studies at the University of Sheffield, especially for the School of Languages and Cultures. And she made very valuable additions to the project. So alongside the 5 writers that were invited and the 2 visual artists, she also engaged the students to participate in the project.
This once stainless city begins to rust, revealing a new image. The remnants of prosperity remains in the sturdy infrastructure, but now the ceilings drip. Tick-tock, tick-tock, Sheffield awaits a new future.
Amidst the perpetual cloud of people and plastic bags and praying grey skies, it hovers there. The camera flashes of unaware tourists emblazon its metallic insignia, so it rivals the beacons of the high street for a second.
Skateboards roar like bombs dropped decades ago. Eyes closed, I run my fingers through the grass where I am lying. I can smell it too, the freshness of the land tinged with stale tobacco smoke.
Where if you think hard enough, children's feet trample through the corridors.
The piano rings through the hall, antiseptic stings on freshly grazed knees. Potato smileys and mushy peas waft through the canteen. Gossip and untruths are whispered in the staff room. Screams of kiss chase fly through the playground, and the staple gun punches through too much coloured paper, where little hearts excitedly pump blood around little bodies. Thank you.
All the Citybooks are available for free on www.citybooks.eu, and not only in their original language, but also in Dutch, English and French. Citybooks is an alternative city guide. You follow the gaze of the writers and you can travel to an interesting city without moving.